What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kinetic615 back for the next episode of this Michigan Wolverines Slow Sim Dynasty. Real quick, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Alright, let's get into this. This is going to be a little bit of a review and a primer for the new season. So as you guys can see, we are in week 1, 2028, which is year 4. For those that may be tuning in for the first time, this is a dynasty where we do not play the games. It is a slow sim dynasty. What that means is that we are not going to win back-to-back national championships on the heels of 17 undefeated consecutive seasons, because we're going into every game and playing against the computer with our hands, on the controls, with our thumbs, on the sticks, and hitting the buttons, and controlling the players. Why? Well, there's a whole, I'd say 70% of the game that you can invalidate and make it so that it doesn't matter by playing the game. You can mask bad recruiting. You can mask recruiting the wrong players for a scheme. You can mask picking the wrong playbook for your team. You can mask bad development of the players. You can mask poorly setting up your scheme, your depth chart, your formation subs, your auto subs, your wear and tear substitutions, your rotations. You can just like mess up all of that, and it doesn't matter if you're good on the sticks, right? In this, doing it this way, it all matters. So the idea is to actually see how good I am at building a team. If I can build a team that can win without me making sure that we beat every game or win every game. I know a lot of these content creators you see online, they do rebuilds and they'll play 3, 4, 5 games a season. They'll play the playoffs, whatever. It's really easy to rebuild a team if you're making sure to play and force your team to win all of their important games. Not sure if you guys know that or not. Anyways, we don't do that. Every single game here is in an episode. Every single game is done CPU versus CPU, and we see just how good we are at building a team. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's do a recap and see what happened. So, as you can see in the top right corner, we have Coach Connor Stallions is the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines, who came back to the Wolverines to take over after the disgrace of fallen former head coach Jerome Moore and the whole scandal that happened around his tenure. We did bring in head coach, former head coach of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, PJ Fleck. We brought him in to be the the offensive coordinator for Michigan. We brought in Connor Walker, the former defensive coordinator for Auburn, to be the defensive coordinator for Michigan. Since taking over, Connor Stallions has gone 10-3 in 2025. It was a 9-3 season with a win over Mississippi State in the Music City Bowl. In 2026, he came back, and Bryce Underwood's sophomore year went 9-3 again in their season, and then capped it off with a loss in the ReliaQuest Bowl to a South Carolina team. And I'll be honest, at that point, we had had a couple meltdowns in the season. Bryce Underwood seemed to have about 2 bad, just really, really bad meltdown games this season, and I wasn't sure if we were going to, progress beyond the 9-3 team every year. But we came back in 2027, and in 2027, it was an up and down year as well. We started off pretty hot in our opening week, and then we went on the road to Texas in week 2, and we had an epic collapse. And I say collapse because it was a poorly played game by the starting quarterback, Bryce Underwood, at that time. He threw 4 or 5 interceptions, had a fumble, and got benched in the third quarter. We ended up losing that game by 1 touchdown. Bounced back, got a couple wins, broke the bye week curse where we were losing in the first 2 years coming out of a week 4 bye week. We were able to stymie that and actually get wins coming out of the bye week. We did drop a second game to Oregon at home, who was the #1 team. So last season we lost 2 games on the road at Texas week 2 and at home against Oregon week 1. I think I want to say it was week 8. But we won a hard-fought game against the Ohio State Buckeyes to keep our playoff hopes alive. We got into the playoffs. Round 1 defeated Texas A&M at home in a first-round playoff game. Round 2, we go to the, I want to say it was the Peach Bowl, and we had an epic triple overtime win against the USC Trojans. Then we go in the next round to, I think it was the Cotton Bowl, where we played against Georgia and actually beat them. I want to say it was like 31-10. Then we went on to the national championship, and we did win the national championship. It was something along the lines of, actually, let me see. I can probably go ahead and look at the trophies. I think you can do that, right? Let's see. This Dynasty national championship, 55-17 over Alabama in the national championship to cap off Bryce Underwood's final game as a college quarterback. He won the game. He won Player of the Game. He won National Player of the Week, and it was a great capstone to Bryce Underwood's college career. 30-10. I said 31-10. There was the triple overtime win in the Peach Bowl against the USC Trojans. Yeah, now unfortunately, we did not win Bryce Underwood a Heisman. That's okay. But you can see the national championship trophy. So Connor Stallions won Michigan their 13th national championship in the year 2027. Now, let's take a look. So let's look at, what do we look at now? Let's look at our upcoming schedule for this year. Now, I don't normally modify the schedules at all. I did modify a couple of them here. The only thing I changed was that we had a week 2 game at home against an FCS opponent. I gave us a week 2 game on the road at West Virginia. And then I want to say week 5 we had it was like a Georgia Southern or something game, and I wanted to give us at least a P4 game, so I gave us Oregon State, which is an upgrade over Georgia Southern. So this is going to be a grind of a season because we don't have a bye week until week 12, right before the game. So we open up the season starting off at home against number 2 Georgia, the team that we beat in the semifinals last season, for a 7:30 p.m. primetime kickoff. And that's going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the season kickoff game, or what do they call it? The AFLAC game, whatever. I don't know. It's in Las Vegas, though. Then we go on the road to West Virginia, Morgantown, West Virginia. Then we go home for our home opener against the number 19 ranked Maryland Terrapins. We then go on the road at Purdue in West Lafayette, Indiana. Then we come home for a 3-game swing at home, visiting Oregon State, Northwestern, and then top 25 matchup against Nebraska. Then we go on the road to the West Coast at Washington, then at Wisconsin. We come home for 2 games to host the number 12 ranked USC Trojans, a matchup. So we get a in-season rematch of the Peach Bowl and the Cotton Bowl this year. And then we host Little Brother on Saturday, November 11th. We then have a bye week, and then we go on the road to cap off the season at Ohio State. So it's interesting. So Oregon State's already won a game. Nebraska's already won a game. How is our combined opponent record 4-0? Oh, Wisconsin and Washington have both already won a game. Yeah, so, all right. That's going to be our schedule. Top 25. We start the season off as the defending champions, ranked number 3, behind 2 teams that we defeated last postseason, Alabama and Georgia. Interesting. And we're going to have a top 3 matchup to start week 1. Preseason Heisman watch has 3 Michigan Wolverines, Donovan Murph, CJ Carr, and Marion Stewart, all in the hunt for the preseason Heisman watch. Speaking of that, let's take a look at the roster. Now we are in year 4, so you're going to see still maybe a few familiar names, but we're starting to get to where it's just going to be game created players. So starting quarterback to succeed Bryce Underwood is redshirt junior C.J. Carr out of Saline, Michigan. And behind him is Bryce Baker. Both of those guys are likely going to the NFL this season. Michael Van Buren also likely going to the NFL. So unless Bryce Baker or C.J. Carr decides to stay in college for their senior year, we're looking at only one quarterback, Ben Hyde, who's a normal dev player and would be a redshirt freshman next season, being on the roster. So we'll probably have to look in the transfer portal for a quarterback. Running backs, we got Micah Kaapana is going to be our running back 1. Trent Semple, a redshirt freshman, will be a running back 2. Reggie Dial is going to be running back 3. And Zaire Flanagan will be running back 4. If you remember, both of them were actually wide receivers last season. They have converted to running back. Now, they are higher overall than Micah and Semple, but their awareness is not where I want it to be, so it's going to be what it is. Diego Longoria, who stepped up as running back 2 last year, is going to be in heavy rotation, just not there. Fullback, we've got Kevin Trout at fullback. Donovan Murph is going to be wide receiver 1, along with John Anthony Hall. Both of those guys are in their second year with the Wolverines. We got Dante Ahmad, Amarian Stewart, Chris Lawson, and Liam Thorpe. Now, Amarian Stewart is a Heisman hopeful, but he is, you know what, I'm actually thinking about this now. I may want to, you know what, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to put Amarian Stewart up here. He's our slot receiver, so when we run a 3-receiver set, he'll move to the slot. John Anthony Hall move up to wide receiver 2 to boundary receiver. All right, tight end. We've got redshirt senior Luke Harpering. We brought in Vinny Van Buren, a converted wide receiver, to tight end, and then Jamar Browder, redshirt junior. On the offensive line, left tackle Dorian Hunley, left tackle transfer Dominic Stewart. At left guard, we've got Max Simonson, Avery Gash, and Jose Shields. At center, Ty Haywood and Caden Strayhorn. At right guard, George Cherry, Jake Guarnera, and Frank Willett. Right tackle, Brian Jordan, Mike Wolf, and then on the defensive line, we've got Lugard Edikpayi, Zena Umeazulu, right edge, Wendell Gregory, Brenton Brooks, and Paul Hicks. At defensive tackle, Ted Hammond, Romeo Sauer, Jordan Crawford, Elias Williams. Sam linebacker, we've got second-year starter Cameron Booth, along with Ezekiel Burns. Mike linebacker, Cordell Carver, transfer Garrett Stover, Oscar Cashman. And at will linebacker, transfer Gabe Williams, Taylor Kiernan, Colin Calloway. In the cornerback room, Deontay Liggins has ascended to cornerback 1, Josiah Edmond, cornerback 2, Jaden Sanders, cornerback 3, transfer in Terrion Nichols, cornerback 4, and Vernon Nordine, CB5. At free safety, we've got Tommy Mitrione, transfer Coy Beasley. As strong safety, we've converted cornerback Shamari Earls to strong safety, along with Reggie Gideon and John Brown. Our kick returner is going to be Zaire Flanagan. Punt returner Amarian Stewart. Third down running back is going to be Trent Semple, so he's going to split the carries with Micah Kaapana. Power running back will still be Diego Longoria. Slot receiver is going to be Amarian Stewart. Our rush edges will be Edikpayi, Umeazulu, Wendell Gregory, Brenton Brooks. At rush DT, though, we're going to see Umeazulu and Gregory go inside. Actually, so in that case, I can take Gregory and Zulu off of this. Alright, that works. Sub linebacker, we're going to see Shamari Earls and Tommy Mitrione move down into the box. Slot corner is going to be Deontay Liggins, Terrion Nichols, and Vernon Nordine. Nose tackle, of course, will be Ted Hammond as the premier gap specialist on the team. Gadget quarterback will be Reggie Dial. Actually, we're going to make it Zaire Flanagan because 6'2", I'd rather have him doing quarterback things. All right. Anything else that we should go over here? I don't think so. All right, let's check the recruiting board. I've already set the recruiting board for this week. We did get one preseason commitment from 4-star offensive lineman Malcolm Kopp out of Williamstown, New Jersey. 6'2", 282. Ranked number 3 at the position of left guard. Number 47 nationally among all prospects. And was a preseason commitment. So our targets this year on the board, we've got 3-star kicker Tim Price out of LaPorte, Texas. 5-star quarterback out of Tacoma, Washington, John Gillikin. 5-star safety Tim Guy. 5-star edge rusher Billy Ogburn. Terrence Blizzard, a 5-star corner out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Angel Awasika, 5-star corner out of Southfield, Michigan. Chris Angel, a 5-star wide receiver out of Clayton, Ohio. 5-star cornerback Alex Lambo out of Powder Springs, Georgia. 4-star offensive lineman Lawrence Kalawaya out of Upland, California. 4-star cornerback Kona Nguyen out of Bradenton, Florida. 4-star linebacker Kyler Radley out of Frankfort, Illinois. 4-star wide receiver Tyquan Jones out of Chatsworth, Georgia. 4-star offensive lineman Jamie Pettis from Zeeland, Michigan. 4-star offensive lineman Keelan Duzable out of Country Club Hills, Illinois. 4-star wide receiver Richard Suggs from Norcross, Georgia. 4-star linebacker Melvin Francis from Alpharetta, Georgia. 4-star edge rusher Zach O'Toole from Chicago, Illinois. 4-star offensive lineman Johnny Dumaine from Orlando, Florida. 4-star edge rusher Warren Gizzy from Bethesda, Maryland. 4-star offensive lineman Robert Kafka from Crystal Lake, Illinois. 4-star center Arsenio Cavazos out of Reseda, California. 4-star offensive lineman Richard Wimper from Novi, Michigan. 4-star tight end Demarius Lynch from Park Ridge, Illinois. 4-star quarterback Bryce Stuber out of South Fayetteville, Michigan. 4-star edge rusher Nate King from Apopka, Florida. And 4-star linebacker Juan Group from Okemos, Michigan. Actually, I should check something here. I don't know if I actually did this board. I didn't. I'm not sure that I checked it completely before going live. I should probably get off of group because Penn State's going to go after them hard, and I'm not going to be able to catch up to them. So let's take group off. We'll add that 5 to Wimper. All right. Actually, I need to make a note of that. Hold on. So we just got... I forgot. I think he's a linebacker. Was that a linebacker group? 4-star. Has us in top 5. Okay, so he was a linebacker. All right. He was he was a lurker. All right. Trying a little bit of a different recruiting strategy here. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into the game. We are going to use custom playbooks, the same playbooks we've been using the entire Dynasty. They are my personal playbooks. Both are up for download on the game. Skull Blue for offense, D-Skull Blue for defense. Neither are glitch books, neither are cheese books. They're not any better than the stock books in the game. They're just my preferred play style. The defensive book is my attempt to insert the amoeba defense from Wink Martindale, Jesse Minter, Mike McDonald, Brian Flores inspired into the game. It's more aggressive, but also gets gashed more. And the offense is just my personal preferred play style. All right, now normally I do commentary for these games, bad commentary, admittedly, but commentary nonetheless. We're gonna do color versus color. We're gonna do color versus color for this game since it's the opening game in Las Vegas. But I'm not going to this time because I have to go take care of some things. So while it's playing, I'll be watching it, but taking care of some things. So just enjoy the game commentary for the first game of this year, 2028. Here we go.
Welcome to Las Vegas and Allegiant Stadium. It's a great setting and a high-energy environment as we crank up another college football season here with the Las Vegas Kickoff Classic.
Las Vegas Kickoff Classic, that's what it's called.
This highly competitive matchup, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last season's national champions, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway.
Number 2 Georgia, number 3 Michigan. Here we go. Allegiant Stadium. All right, guys, enjoy. I may show up in the end of the game to do some commentary.
Get us going here. Fields it just outside the goal line. To make the tackle, but let's check out what that flag on the field is about.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the ball changes hands and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here's the second down play. Tight end goes in motion. Dropping back. It's Carr. He fires downfield. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. He's in the clear. Tackle made way downfield, enormous gain. The Wolverines come to the line to run the hurry out.
With these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit. And here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Not much on that play, brought down short. Offense getting set, second down play here. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. They'll run it here. The player was down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. So the Michigan Wolverines offense comes out for their first possession today. And Kirk, when you talk about this offense, your eye goes right away to this wide receiver who really is a generational talent.
Well, he's just a difference maker. Anytime you can get him matched up one-on-one, you're going to try to get him the football as often as you can and see how many touchdowns he can put up on the board.
They're going to run it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Touchdown, Michigan. That's how you finish a play. Looks like about a great way to start this game for setting the tone very early.
Yeah, sometimes it takes an offense a couple drives to get comfortable. You can tell this unit came onto the field locked in and focused. No slow start at all for these guys.
Extra point try coming now. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. So Georgia's offense gets their first crack now. And they feature an experienced wide receiver who chose to come back for his senior season, Kirk, and add to what's been a really solid career so far.
Well, the best thing that this guy brings to this offense is knowledge of the scheme and the experience that he's been able to work with this quarterback. This defense better be ready because I think they're going to try to get him the football early and often.
Incomplete, almost a first down interception here on the opening drive. Incompletion makes it second down. And here's the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch made over the middle. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21. Dogs come to the line. We'll start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Keene. Solid game there. Moves the ball up to the 32. Receivers are bunched together. First down. Looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off target with the throw. Incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Caught by the receiver. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Grab down the middle. It's Stewart. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. First down and 10 now. And there's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Now it's second down. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. He keeps it himself. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession is settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. Gets the first and still running. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. First and 10 now for the offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Grab down the middle. It's Randall. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Tackle, but first down. Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Through one quarter. Let's see how the quarterback stats stack up.
Michigan 10, Georgia 3.
They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking for a man. On the run, he'll let it go. Caught over the middle. It's Randall. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Bulldogs are in the red zone. We'll try to run it with the option. The back's got to run a pitch. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Offense getting set. It's second down. And now the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So 2 runs produce nothing. And now it's 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And the field goal unit coming on the field now. He was on target with his first try. See if he can keep it going from 34 yards away. And it's good, right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Returner trying to create good field position. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. The shotgun handoff here. He finds some space. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Now it's 3rd and long for this offense, but ball right at midfield. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Catch made in space. Look out. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
17, Georgia, 6.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end. He'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
The sack on first down. It's 2nd down. QB decides to keep it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And the ball is picked off. All the way back for the pick 6. Touchdown, Michigan.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms, and he takes them all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Now the important point after attempt. They go up 18 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
24, Georgia, 6.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Boy, when you're trailing like this early in a game, it makes it very easy on the defense. All they're going to do is have a straight line at the quarterback, knowing he's back there trying to throw the football, trying to play catch-up. It's not going to be the last time we're going to see this quarterback on his back.
Tough position here, 2nd and long from the 14. Looking for a receiver. He bought some time, now lets it go. With the catch, it's Williams. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. It's a wide receiver screen. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Carr. They stop him, but it's a 1st down. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. That's Carr. It's Randall. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. 1st down. Ball handed off. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down.
Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful.
They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. The Dogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air.
The pass rush gets home.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Bringing it out, it's Flanagan. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to pass. It's Carr.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side.
Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete. 2nd down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain. That completion sets up an important 3rd down play. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air.
Pitch clock inside the 30. Still on his feet.
A huge gain moves the ball to the +22. Great scoring position now.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
So after the massive play, it's 1st down just outside the red zone now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. And he drops back in the gun.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Goes with another touchdown. This first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And then he's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
The Wolverines will kick this away to begin the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. He should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. It's incomplete. It was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. He's got a man down the middle. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. Receiver in motion now. Play action here on first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's 4th down. The Bulldogs will have to kick this away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They don't pick up much. They do avoid the safety, but no breathing room. 2nd down play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Fights back to line of scrimmage, avoids the safety, but nothing more. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. This is the 6th play on the drive. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Finds an open target on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. 3rd down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Back to throw again. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact, no penalty. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking for the wideout. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on 3rd down this time. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play fake, looking to throw. Breaks free. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. That catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. Quarterback drops back. He escapes the pocket. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Carr. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's knocked away. The defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And as we wrap up the third quarter, let's check out the quarterback comparison. This has been a terrific duel. Both guys putting on a show so far today. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Nice grab. It's Randall. They make the tackle all the way down to the 17.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Dogs. This quarterback on fire today. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT trial. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
34, Georgia, 16.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. So in this possession, a couple things in play. Can they add to the lead and maybe, as importantly, milk the clock?
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Trying to convert with a sneak. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Coverage team brings down the return. Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He's got it in the open. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Carr. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Offense is off schedule here after that first down loss. Here comes second down. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. Looking to throw again. And he finds the running back in the flat. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. The important third down play coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to his receiver. The sure hands. It's Randall. Able to convert on 3rd down. Gives him a fresh set of downs from the 22. Looking to throw it on 1st down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Barber. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10. On first and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown, Georgia. Still no answer for this offense. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
34, Georgia, 23.
And he takes this from inside the 5. What a stiff arm. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. To the air. It's Carr. Throws to the tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Wolverines will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the offense trots back onto the field here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Pressure is coming. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for a gap. It's Keene. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of play. Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw to the left side. What a catch! And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
I'd love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a 1st down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
Finds his man. It's Carr. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the 1st, and here comes the tempo.
Wide open downfield. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down. Here comes a throw from the red zone. They'll try a pass here. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Grab down the middle. It's Barber. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
All right, guys, I'm back. I just finished doing the things that I needed to do. Sorry that I have not been on the mic, but look at this game. The Vegas Kickoff Classic, Michigan and Georgia, number 2, number 3, week 1, and it's 2 minutes left to go in the game, and it's a 4-point game.
To go for 2.
Well, it's a 5-point game. It's either going to be a 5 or a 3-point now. I thought they were going to kick, but that's okay.
Here's the snap.
Drops back to throw. Convert is good. It's a 3-point game. Now Georgia has to try for the onside kick. Here's the kick. No, they're not doing an onside kick. They're going to trust their defense to make a stop. All right. Ahmad with the return to the 9, or excuse me, Flanagan with the return to the 19. Now CJ Carr comes out under center, 4 receivers, single tailback. Fakes the handoff. Trying to scramble, and he's sacked. No. What? Come on. We're going to lose this game. We're going to lose this game. 3 receivers, bunch tight right, shotgun Carr. Stewart in motion, right to left, drops back to throw, quick fire up the sideline, caught. It's a first down. He's across the 40, across the 50, knocked out of bounds. 2 minutes left on the clock, and he got a first down at midfield. Under center now, I formation, 1 receiver to either side, tight to the line. Murph and Stewart hands it off to Micah Kapana up the middle. Gain of 3 to the opponent's 45-yard line, 2nd and 7, and now we've hit the 2-minute warning. Georgia with 2 timeouts left, Michigan 2nd and 7 on their opponent's 45. 3-point lead, under center, wing formation, 2 tight ends, 1 receiver either side. Kapana the tailback. Hands it off to Kapana. Kapana running right, gets around the edge, spins around a defender, first down, and gets it to the 35-yard line. First down, Michigan. And the Bulldogs use a timeout. That's their second. They've got 1 left, and Michigan has a new set of downs. Shotgun now, 3 receivers, slot left. Hands it to Kapana. Kapana up the middle. Small gain, maybe only a yard. Georgia uses their final timeout. 2nd and 9, Michigan. I formation, 1 receiver wide right, 2 tight ends and a fullback. Carr under center. Hands it to Kapana. No, it's not Kapana. That's Diego Longoria. Gains a yard. It'll be 2nd and 8. 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. Shotgun, 3rd and 8. Tight formation, looking to throw. Fires to Kapana out of the backfield. He catches it and gets the first down. That's first down Michigan, and that's the game. Carr's going to kneel it down for a 3-point win to start the season over the number 2 Georgia Bulldogs. A rematch of last year's Cotton Bowl. And Michigan starts the season off with a huge win over Kirby Smart. That's the 2nd win in 3 games from the end of last year to this year for Connor Stallions over Kirby Smart. CJ Carr, what a game as Michigan's new starting quarterback, and he'll look to replicate the success that Bryce Underwood had last season this year for Michigan, and he started it off in a huge way. All right, I know I missed the first part of the game, so let's take a look at the game stats. So Michigan scored 34-31. First downs, Michigan only had 17 to Georgia's 26. Total offense, Michigan 455 to Georgia's 442. And so Georgia had more first downs and more plays ran. They ran 68 plays with an average of 6.5. Michigan only 47 plays but an average of 9.7. In the run game, Georgia was 21 for 14 yards and 0.7 average, no touchdowns. That's a huge. So Michigan's run defense is that good, or Georgia's run offense is that bad? Michigan had 24 carries, 98 yards for a 4.1 yard average. In the passing game, Georgia was 36 of 47 for 428 yards and 3 touchdowns, an average of 9.1. Michigan didn't have nearly as many pass attempts or yards. They were 18 of 23 for 357, but they had 3 touchdowns as well, and they were averaging 15.5 yards per pass. Third down conversion rate, Georgia 68%, 11 of 16. Michigan 6 of 10 for 60%. No fourth down conversions were attempted. 1 2-point conversion by Georgia there at the end. It was converted. Red zone percentage, Michigan on 2 of 4, 50%. Georgia on all 5 of their trips, 100%. Turnovers, Michigan won the turnover battle with +1. Georgia threw an interception. Michigan had 0 turnovers. Punt return yards 8-0 for Georgia. Kick return yards 100 for Georgia, 96 for Michigan. Total yards for the game were almost even. Michigan 551, Georgia 550. Punts, Georgia 54-yard average, Michigan 46. There was 1 penalty in the game. It was on Michigan for 8 yards. And time of possession, Georgia actually dominated time of possession with 29 minutes and 31 seconds to Michigan's 18:29 despite the loss. Individual player stats for the Michigan players. C.J. Carr in his first game as the starting quarterback for Michigan, 18 for 23, 357 yards, 3 touchdowns, a QB rating of 251.6, and a 78% completion percentage. In the run game, Micah Kaapana, 13 carries, 81 yards. Reggie Dial, 4 carries, 20 yards. Diego Longoria, 3 for 4. Receiving stats. Amarian Stewart, 6 catches, 122 yards. John Anthony Hall, 4 catches, 2 touchdowns, and 127 yards. Micah Kaapana, 3 catches, 68 yards. Donovan Murph, 3 for 25. Trent Semple, 1 for 4. Luke Harpering, the tight end, only 1 catch, but it was for 11 yards and a touchdown. Blocking, the new offensive line gave up only 1 sack, and that was by Max Simonson. George Cherry led the team with 13 pancakes. On the defensive side of the ball, Shamari Earls, the converted corner to safety, led the team with 10 tackles. TFL's Deontay Liggins led with 3. Sacks, we had 3 players record 1 sack each. Zuna Umeazulu, Deontay Liggins, and Lugardatic Pai. Wendell Gregory and Brenton Brooks each had half a sack. The 1 interception in the game was by Shamari Earls. PBUs, Cameron Booth and Shamari Earls both had 2. And Shamari Earls, his lone interception was returned for a touchdown for a pick 6. In the kicking game, third-year kicker Otis Beck, 2 of 2 from the field, 4 of 4 from extra points. Second-year punter had 2 punts, 92 yards, an average of 46. Kick returns, Zaire Flanagan, 5 returns for 80 yards, and Dante Ahmad had 1 for 16. Punt returns, Zaire Flanagan and nor Dante Ahmad, either one had any returning yards for punts. Alright, let's exit out of the game. Let's advance the week, see what changes with our ranking. Will we move to number 1 after defeating number 2 from the number 3 position? Let's see. Alright, we had a bunch of players get to their top 5. Alright, Shamari Earls got Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week for his 7 tackles, 2 deflections, and 1 pick 6 performance against Georgia. And that got him National Defensive Player of the Week honors as well. Alright, we have moved to number 1 in the ranking. So top 25, we are at the top of the board. Both Georgia, so wow, okay, so Michigan, Texas, Clemson are all 1-0. Miami's 2-0. Tennessee 1-0. Georgia lost. Oregon won. Alabama lost. Duke is 2-0. Auburn is 1-0. Louisville, USC, Florida, Oklahoma, TCU all 1-0. Notre Dame lost. They dropped to 16. Indiana, Texas A&M. This is interesting. The movement in the top 25 in the first couple weeks. So yeah, so Michigan got 41 of the possible 46 votes. So they moved from 3 to 1. Texas moved from 5 to 2. Clemson moved from 6 to 3. Miami from 7 to 4. Tennessee from 8 to 5. Georgia dropped from 2 to 6. Oregon moved from 9 to 7. Bama dropped from 1 all the way down to 8. Duke, who defeated Bama, moved from 20 all the way up to 9. Auburn moved up 1 spot from 11 to 10 with a victory over Arkansas. Louisville moved from 17 to 11 with a win over Texas A&M. USC stayed pat at 12 with a win over App State. Florida stayed pat with a win over New Mexico State. Oklahoma stayed with a win over Temple. TCU stayed at 15 with a win over Texas Tech. Notre Dame dropped from 4 to 16 with a loss at Pitt. Indiana, on a bye week, moved up from 18 to 17. Texas A&M, with the loss to Louisville, dropped from 10 to 18. Maryland stayed at 19 with a win over FCS East. Missouri moved from 21 to 20 with a win over San Diego State. North Texas, with a win over at Baylor, moved up to 21 from 23. BYU 25 to 22 after a win over Boston College. Nebraska moved from 24 to 23 with a win versus UTEP. UConn and Pitt both moved into the net top 25 with wins last week. Who dropped out? Texas Tech dropped out, and Boston College dropped out. Interesting. Let's see what the Heisman Watch looks like in week 2. Tavian St. Clair, who transferred from Ohio State to BYU. Donovan Murphy, CJ Carr, Marnie Stewart still in the top 5, along with Jeff Scroggins from Georgia. All right. Well, that's going to be the episode, guys. I hope you have a good rest of the evening. I may do another episode later tonight. But make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you thought. Follow me everywhere on social media at Kinetic615. Please check out the GoFundMe link in the YouTube bio. It's also pinned at the top of my X profile. Again, that's at Kinetic615. Please feel free to send me a message at Kinetic615 on either X / Twitter or Discord. Happy to answer any questions or just to respond back to feedback. But appreciate y'all. And as always, for me signing out, it's going to be Skull Vikes and Go Blue.